Jimmy, you've been in a few of these.
Yeah.
You've been involved. What was one of your favorite Royal Rumbles?
For me, one of my favorite ones is one that I was actually involved with as a referee. It was the Alamo Dome, the infamous Stone Cold Steve Austin Bret Hart situation where myself and Mike Chioda missed Bret Hart eliminating Stone Cold over the top. He kind of re-entered the match illegally. Yes, we didn't catch it, I know. And then he eliminated Bret Hart and went on to win the Rumble, and the sign pointing was on from there.
Amazing. Anthony, what about you? You've been involved in a few.
If there was cell phones back then, they would have caught the footage.
No. We don't take cell phone footage as referees. We don't allow it.
Only official footage.
Yes.
I believe it was 2008. So that would have been actually my first Royal Rumble. And I was super kicked by Shawn Michaels and eliminated by The Undertaker. That was cool. But the real cool thing was the return of John Cena. It was the first time he tore his pec.
Yeah.
And he came. Nobody was expecting him to come back because the first prognosis was, let's say, 6 or 8 months, and he just rehabbed in like 4 months. So when he came back, Madison Square Gardens erupted. I was just behind the curtain what I wanted to watch and feel the energy, and it was pretty electric when he came out.
Yeah, just really quickly, standing at ringside, because we didn't know who number 30 was going to be. And like you said, John Cena wasn't even expected back for WrestleMania that year, let alone the Rumble. So when his music hit and we looked over, everybody went, oh my goodness. It was cool.
He had that arms crossed and that nod, and it was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
As a fan, one of my absolute favorites is '92, where Ric Flair went all the way. It was the first time something was on the line for the Royal Rumble, not just bragging rights, but also not only did Ric Flair win the championship that night, but Bobby Heenan on commentary. There couldn't have been a better person on commentary. He was so in the corner of Ric Flair that whole time. It was so much fun.
Bobby Heenan is the best on the mic ever.
Yes, he's the best.
It's not,
funniest,
it's not
the best, everything.
And really quick shout out to Hamilton, who hosted the first ever
first
Royal
one,
Rumble.
yes. Now, you've been involved in some. What makes it, as a referee, what makes the Rumble so difficult?
It's difficult because, like I said earlier, we had that situation with Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's hard to keep track of everything that's going on because when there's 2 or just 3 participants in the ring, it's a little easier. You can sit back, relax. When the ring starts filling up with participants, now you got to kind of keep your eye on 4 sides. And there have been times where there's only been 2 referees at ringside to cover 4 sides of the ring. So, do the math. It doesn't work out.
And as a superstar, I imagine there's 2 ways to look at it. You're running in warmed up to guys that might be a little worn down, but also they've been wrestling and you haven't been. You're going in a little cold. What's the balance there?
Well, the hard part, because sometimes you know what number you're going to be in. Some years it's like a draw, right? So you got to stay warm. So literally, you got to do push-ups and jumping jacks, and every time it's getting a countdown, you got to get ready. And if it's somebody else, it's like, you got a few more minutes to kind of to maintain that warm-up state. That's pretty tough.